allow successful people who know nothing about any of the business that I'm in, but can ask the right questions and motivate the people. And that's the same thing that happens when we bring the entrepreneurs into the classroom. Okay, the students have the opportunity to ask questions of people who, have done things. And
you mentioned earlier about failure and not to penalize any employees too harshly. Can you speak to that, maybe, and give an example?
To me, you learn more from failures than you do from successes. The question is, how do you view failures? Is failure a failure, or is failure an opportunity to look at something, re-examine it, see what went wrong, okay, and then say, hey, I'm going to profit from this. I really believe that if you're not failing, you're not going to succeed. You're not trying. You're not doing things. You're not trying new things. I mean, wonderful. I told you this great success story about our dog food, cat food. It's up to $20 million in sales, okay? That same day that we started that company, we started 2 other companies. So we started 3 companies on the same day. Dog food, cat food was number 3 because none of us knew anything about dog food, cat food. Number 1 was a drink to go to rival Red Bull, which was perfect because we had all the distributors and we knew the business from Sobe. Number 2 was a ulcer thing for horses, and I know horses. I have 100 and some odd horses, won 1,200 races. Those 2 were number 1 and number 2 of our chances of success because we had all the background. And which is the one that succeeded? Dog food, cat food that we knew nothing about. So were the first 2 failures? No, first 2 reinforced the fact that you can't just do the same thing over and over again because the marketplace changes. Number 2, we didn't know, we knew horses, but we didn't know how to distribute to people who bought horses. And because I didn't know the distribution channel, I failed. It's a learning process.
Where are the trends going? Where are the new opportunities?
The 5 new ideas that we're working on now all come from students. As follows, okay? Student called and said, I'm a female. I started playing golf, and I noticed, I'm at Parsons now, and I noticed that the covers for the golf clubs are all just Nike or this or men's things. There is no covers designed just for women. Are you interested in investing in that? I said, fascinating. Big potential market for more and more people getting into it. Looks good. Somebody came to me and said, we have something called Go Picnic. It's a little luncheon box, okay, of things that can't spoil. I said, yeah, I've been on airplanes. Now, it's non-existent. If we could sell this very inexpensively, it's got a nice little snack to it, some fruit and things like that, it's going to go. All we need is somebody to make a contact for it. The things in the computer area now are just blowing my mind, how many different people are coming up with computer ways of doing things, okay? I'm working now with a group of students who from outside the United States who said how difficult it is to find United States colleges that they can really understand. So they're coming up with some websites, okay, where they actually are helping foreign students understand how they would fit in to various colleges. Now again, these are niches. And if you encourage, in my case, it's wonderful because I teach 100 students a year. And I say to them, if you have an idea, okay, come on back to me. So how innovative I am. I'm teaching to teach, to give something back. I'm teaching to learn. And I'm teaching as a great source, okay, for new ideas.
But taking that idea, that innovation, one thing I know you have is passion and determination. And it's something we teach here, whether you're an entrepreneur or an innovator. You have to lead that idea through, connect the dots, and persist.
I think that what you have to do is you look at an idea, and on the surface, your first reaction is nobody else is doing it. And there's a lot of smart people out there. So therefore, the smart people would have done this thing. Okay? Sure. That's why I was amazed when Pepsi paid $370 million to buy Sobe, and somebody said, why wouldn't they start it themselves? Because they didn't see the market. It wasn't big enough for they didn't think so. Why did IBM say to Gates, now you go ahead and keep all this stuff, because it's not something that we do. Big dinosaurs, okay, I think get into a box where they do not see outside the box and don't want to take those kinds of risks because of overhead and what are people going to say and da. Whereas I love where I am now because I don't think that there's anything that I have to worry about. An idea is an idea, and you try it, And if it doesn't, I think that people say to me, what's the greatest advice in the world? And I say, Kenny Rogers said it, no one to hold them, no one to fold them. Okay, don't be afraid to say, hey, you know what? This idea, which I thought was a good idea, is not working. Move on to something else.
Well, great, Len. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
sharing your
Phil.
insights.
Pleasure
And we
having
look
you.
forward to hearing more about your new businesses coming from your innovation factory.
Amen.
Thanks for joining us today. We look forward to hearing your feedback on the program and learning how you manage innovation at your organization.